Start the timer.
Oh, it's already started. Oh no! What are we
am I
gonna do?
Hey-o! Cutting and pasting while saying hey-o! Live from yesterday's late afternoon sunburn. It's a deliciously woke data Wednesday edition of Business Pants. That's right. WDW is the new ESG. You like that? WDW? Can that work?
Don't understand what
Woke
that
data
is.
Wednesday? It doesn't. None of that
Yeah,
works.
there's a lot of follow-up questions here. Are you sunburned?
joined as always.
What are you talking
No, we don't.
about?
We're not allowed to discuss this section. Joined as always by Emma Summit Lurking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Matt.
That's that.
that's it.
And Matt, desperate for paid speaking gigs, Muscardi. Come on.
Yeah,
Matt.
come on, man. Get me a speaking gig. Nobody
I
wants to
am an
talk except me.
off-brand AAA battery,
Oh,
Those are the
Yeah.
best kind.
prone to leakage and last about 4 months. In today's Data is Beautiful bag of Irish American nuggets, I don't know what that means, called May 18th, 2022, we speed stumble through some woke data headlines, and Emma Lurking plays the S&P Global Sustainable One Summit game. Woohoo!
yes.
They had
yes.
no idea when we sent Emma and Ari there that they would get this much play.
Yeah. Well, this is branded. This is a branded game. And
True.
Thank you. Thank you,
It's
S&P
not, we're not even
Global.
getting paid for this branding.
You're not. Emma is.
And
Yeah.
Emma got paid direct under the table in
Yeah, I did.
in a variety of loaves.
All right, I got
Yes.
7 quickish headlines covering the woke data world. So this is all the ESG stuff, environmental, social, governance. It can fall into any of those categories.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get through them quickly. Emma, give me a 5-minute timer, if you will.
All right, can do. Ready?
You can see her making it with her knitting needles.
There it goes. Go.
I didn't say to start it. Okay.
Sorry.
I want those 5 seconds back. JP Morgan has voted against Chief Mueller and Supreme Jamie Dimon's pay package. Only 31% said yes.
That's
Wow.
a really low number.
Let me give you some highlights. What they really are voting against is 1.5 million options for Jamie and 750,000 options for COO Daniel Pinto. Okay, that was a completely made up bonus plan. Why? To keep them at their jobs. But I ask you, where the hell are they going? Really? I mean, no, I'm serious. Where the hell are they going? What are they doing? Where are they going to
That's
go?
none of your business.
You know, Jamie might
Second.
want to take hang gliding lessons. You don't know.
Second,
Yeah.
few things. Glass Lewis is getting credit for supporting this vote against pay, but they also supported the vote at Goldman Sachs. They also wanted a vote against Sam Pay at Goldman Sachs. That failed. So I don't know what the difference is here. We talk about this all the time, Matt. Why does it work some places? Why not other places? I don't get it. And finally, I'm going to let you ponder that. And finally, here's how much money in stock Jamie Dimon and Daniel Pinto already owned before getting these ludicrously huge option awards. Daniel Pinto already has $217 million worth of stock, and
Wow.
Jamie Dimon already owns $1.4 billion. So I ask you again, why do we need to, what's going on?
I mean, for a guy named after a bean, that's a lot of money.
It's hard to disagree with that. And can I, as a side note here,
Do you
ready
have a
for it?
side note?
do.
That was like a long ellipse.
I blame my computer. I'm trying to do a control find to find my side note, and it's like taking me a long time. JP Morgan Chase has a COO named Daniel Pinto, and they also have their CEO of commercial banking is named Douglas Petno. What the hell's going on? What's happening at JP Morgan Chase? Petno? I don't get this. Emma, it's crazy, right?
It
If they had
is.
a garbanzo, I'd be more worried, actually.
Moving on. Twitter has lost 3 more top executives amid this Elon Musk takeover nonsense. 3 more gone.
Is there a way I can never hear that news anymore?
One of my favorite laws in all of the United States, in California, which was mandating women on boards. They wanted up to 3 by 2022, I think. On boards of 6 or more, they needed 3. That's half. That's half the board. I did the math in my head that time. Didn't need the
I
calculator.
love that. I love your.
That
like,
law.
You were like an abacus, a walking.
Mm-hmm.
That law has been declared unconstitutional.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Aw.
I saw that and I genuinely felt sad for Damien.
I mean, what?
Just for Damien,
what?
not the women
Yeah.
not getting on the
Nope,
board.
just Damien.
Secretary of State Shirley Weber will, of course, challenge. But yeah, that sucks.
It'll
You
fail.
suck. I hate everyone. Number 4.
Oh.
U.S. soccer and top players agree to guaranteeing equal pay. For the first time, soccer players representing the United States men's and women's national teams will receive the same pay and prize money, including pulling all the extra weird FIFA money that somehow favors the men. They're going to pool it and share it. This is a first in the world. No other country's doing this. Congratulations. I think this is great. Emma
That's nice.
is about to shit on it, but
Very
this
nice.
is good news. Emma?
Well,
I don't really think I'm interested in shitting on this. I feel like, if anything, this is very you-centric today. I felt bad for you when I saw the headline about the California court decision, and now I feel like I have to give this to you.
What do you
Because
give it
you're
to me?
sad.
What is
Give it to
wrong?
you.
What's wrong with you? Speaking of good centric, in Spain they're working on a law. This is another first of its kind. Women to be offered 3-day menstrual leave from work.
Okay.
3 day. I think 3 up to 5 days per month, depending on the severity of the medical situation.
do you need a
Yeah.
doctor's note for that? How's that work?
I'm assuming yes, of course, but still, this is what happens when you elect socialists. I guess they actually give a crap about the workers. Number 6. I just wanted to update you. This is for Emma, really. There are now 70 Starbucks locations that have now voted to unionize, and 250
Didn't need to
more.
update me.
waiting to
I
vote.
already knew.
She
Don't
already
try
knew.
to out labor news me. I always know the labor news.
I get excited with this stuff, but then I look that there are 17,000 stores,
Shush.
and I'm like,
We don't.
I'm like, shit.
That's why we don't
It's
look at those
32,000
numbers.
in the world. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
shush,
this is not.
shush.
Finally, we might need a little extra time here because this is one of Matt's favorite companies. Abbott reaches an agreement. Oh, I still have a minute left.
Oh,
I can
wow,
slow myself
It's
down.
like magic. The time just jumps.
Wow, amazing.
Abbott Laboratories, Chicagoland Mafia. We know that we love
I
them.
love
Matt.
them. I
They
do.
just reached an agreement with the FDA to reopen baby formula plant to ease nationwide shortage. Of course, why did they close it in the first place? Because it was contaminated with bacteria.
Oops.
Why am I pointing out? This is one of our favorite companies. This is the Chicago Mafia Board Central. Although I will say, Matt, that, and I think thanks to us, because we screamed at one of their big shareholders about how nasty and snarled the Chicago Mafia Board is. Since our screaming, 3 of those 6 Chicago Mafia directors have stepped down.
Yeah, baby, they're using our data. That's called.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know
No,
that those,
I'm taking
those
credit.
clients that we yelled at didn't go to them and be like, "What's the deal with your Chicago
I'm taking
Mafia?"
credit for us. We nailed it. Our data is sound. We can tell you where the mafias
So
live.
I'm gonna put this one thing out there and see if it works. I'm gonna float this out there. They still got a guy named William Osborne, Bill Osborne. He's the lead director.
Get
He's
him
like,
out.
yeah, he's the chair of everything important. He's been there for 400 years. He's the head of the Chicago Mafia. Yeah, get rid of him. He's not
Get
a
him
lead independent. He's not independent of anything. Get him out.
He's not independent. And time. It's almost like you were given an extra minute and 20 seconds. in order
Don't
to get that
even.
done.
All right.
Oh,
Look at
there
that.
we
Oh,
go.
now there's another 20 seconds. So you
Come on.
came in well
Give me some
under.
credit. Give me some credit. That's it. That's all.
Well
Oh, man, ready?
done.
And now,
Well
moving
done.
on
Perfect.
Wow, perfect time.
to my
Moving
favorite
on
part of the
beat.
show, the S&P Global Sustainable One Summit Game featuring our very own Emma Lurking, who is our summit queen. She just came back from a
Yes.
summit in New York City. Oh, wait, she lives in New York City, so big deal.
Yeah, it's true. Ari's the one who got up at 4 a.m. and then missed her train. Oh,
Wait, she
sorry,
did do
Ari.
Is that,
She did
Didn't
well, so
mean
she
to
could have
out
gotten
you.
up at, how
She
does
did
that
do
work?
that.
Yeah.
In all
Get
fairness,
up
she
in the
did.
train?
Upon hearing the story, I do feel as though the world was against her in a few respects that she was not deserving of.
But Emma, can we agree?
Yes.
You don't have to wake up early to miss a train.
No, you don't have to wake
You
up
can
early
wake
to
up
miss
late
a train.
and miss the train.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
She
That's-
blew it in both.
right. She
regards.
blew it
Yeah.
both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
Come on,
aside,
what do you got?
I am the summit queen. Ari and I went to a conference yesterday, and if you go through my notes from said conference, you will
Yeah,
see the
I'd love
word
to.
boring quite a bit.
Aw.
I'm so
We're
sorry.
trying- This is branded content. Come on. We're supposed to love.
I
Yeah.
mean, as much as I would love to love I did not love as much as I was hoping to love.
Matt,
No, but
two
you
things.
did love the snacks.
Oh, the snacks
You
were
did love the
excellent.
cakes.
Two things. Being bored says more about Emma than it does the S&P Global. It says more about Emma.
Does it though?
And secondly, can I say that? Secondly, can I turn that into an adverb?
You just did.
Being bored is healthy. We have been learning this more and more that our
Oh,
children
God,
need to be
here-
bored more
here we
often.
go.
It helps spark creativity.
Does
Come
Emma
on.
count as our children now? Come on.
Well,
let's
I don't know.
let's go.
Come
All
on.
right. What did you get out of this conference?
There we
it
go.
is. I
Come on,
love a
let's
good
play some
air
games.
Okay.
Yeah, what were
Let's
you
start.
up to?
So I had a little roster of questions that no one really wanted to answer, but I made a few people answer me anyway.
You
And
really did?
Yeah, no, it was great. I was just like, hey. And they were like, get away from me. And I was like, no, come back, come here. And
Exciting.
it was excellent. And so I asked them some ESG themed questions as it was an ESG themed conference. And I'm going to have you guys answer the questions that I asked the conference goers and see how your answers line up. Does that
Got it.
sound
Oh
good?
yeah,
Yeah.
ask away. I'm gonna win.
All right. So your first question is define ESG in 10 words or less, aka define ESG in as few words as possible.
Oh,
AKA. You need to AKA
Okay.
that?
I'll go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Data.
I'm going to count. I'm counting. Data, that's it?
That's it. One
Mine's
word.
close
I just
to that.
nailed it.
That's one. Is
That's
that two
one
words? Is that, okay,
Data.
one word.
Come on, you're counting syllables now.
My answer is all the interesting data you're not talking about.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, I'm being more
Nice.
positive.
I like that. Yeah, you.
That's
you-
pretty good.
I'm
Okay.
very direct.
Yeah.
you are. But I'm
All
trying
right.
to put a positive spin on it. Yeah, what do you got? You asked
Are you
some
ready
some
for? I have
summer
two
goers.
answers to share.
Excited.
Okay.
Yeah. What did they say?
Here's answer number one.
Taking accountability for your actions.
Ooh, very
Wait,
well done. Taking
okay.
accountability for your actions.
Clearly
Not
someone
bad.
smarter than us, but that I'm trying to work that out. Taking
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
a little
that's
bit.
not bad. That's
Don't-
actually not
Not
bad.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Good
All
for
right.
him.
And then here's person number two who
Yeah,
had a
I'm counting.
excellent answer.
The way I see it is it's really a lifestyle. It's how you eat, how you live, how you behave. As I mean, exercising, walking instead of taking a car, eating organic, paying people well. It's all a way of ESG. So it's usually most people are almost born like that, and you can develop it.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay, I have
that-
a
is
counting problem.
Yeah. Is that Greta Thunberg?
If only. Can you imagine if I talked to Greta?
Can
That
I
was
just
about
ask?
300 words.
Yeah.
Are we gonna name these people? Are they like? Did they give us our permission to say who they are?
I
We'll just call
told
them-
the,
Did you even ask?
Yeah, I gave them the option of being anonymous, so I would like
Yeah.
to honor my promise of anonymity. But I think we can call them, how about person one and person two? I know it's like a
there you
little
go.
out
That's
there.
specific. That's good.
You guys might
That's-
not get it. It's a little
I
avant-garde.
I figured it out from
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right, what's question
All right.
number 2?
Question two. What is your favorite ESG letter? The E, the S, or the G?
I like how you don't even say favorite like subject. It's like the letter.
No, no,
itself.
no.
It's the le-
It's the letter.
I'm gonna go first. I like S because it's just I think of shithead and I just like that. I like that.
well, honestly, I like the curve of the. I'm actually thinking about the shape of the letter itself.
Yeah.
And G is the ugliest letter of the three. But I'm
Oh.
gonna.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
for
does he,
sure.
What does he mean?
For
What is
sure.
he talking
I'm
about?
actually gonna go with G.
Whoa.
Wait. What? Curveball.
Because
he
What's the-
likes.
What's the right
because-
answer? Come on.
because
I'm
it's
excited
the
for
underdog.
this.
I like how you guys think that there's a right answer to this question. Here's
Well, there clearly
person
is.
number one. What is your favorite ESG letter? E, the S, or the G? S. Why?
Because I think when you have a strong S, you can capture your E and G that much better.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I like
You know?
that. I like that.
And
answer.
person two.
Where does food come in?
Food.
E.
Good question.
Probably E. Yeah.
I think E would be my personal favorite. I think governance is the most impacting because I mean it's been there forever and every company follows it in some way or the other.
I simultaneously want to laugh at her and love her.
Right?
I kind of love her.
That is also how Ari
Am
and
I allowed
felt.
to love her?
Yes,
I'm
you
a
are.
little
Am I
annoyed
allowed?
that nobody
Okay.
picked my letter.
I know. I'm
Screw
really
your
sorry.
letter. By the
Next
way, I
question.
think I'd put Matt.
They're wrong.
Where'd
Next
you,
question.
I'd put food in S. Where would you put food?
Food gets in S and E depending on who and
No,
where
but
you
really,
are.
we got to put it in one.
No.
By the
that's-
way-
stop being a librarian. No one cares.
Matt,
Yeah.
before we move on from this, E is 100% the ugliest letter of the E, the S, and the
Oh,
G.
that's,
and you're-
that comes from
No.
Emma.
Yeah.
Emma has some self-hate there. That's sad.
no,
Emma.
it's
dare you.
because
Emma.
it doesn't have any organic shape. It's all straight lines, and the S and the
cool,
G
It's
have
modern.
curvature. Yeah.
It's modern.
It's kind of cool, like Enron. It's cool.
Oh, yeah,
keep
just like
going.
Enron. Okay, question number 3. If you could add a letter to the acronym ESG, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Ooh.
I was gonna say I got one.
Okay,
Okay.
go. Because
I'm gonna say A for apologies. I think that
Ooh.
like a
That's good.
whenever the company
That's good.
apologizes, I want to know. So
You
that'd
know
be
what's funny? I was gonna
Gase?
go.
Yeah.
Go V for vows.
Oh, see, vow was actually my second choice.
I was gonna
Pledge,
go with
vow,
that.
yeah.
Where would
And
you
then it-
put it in the acronym, though?
It would
at
be
the
first, 'cause
beginning.
then it would be vegs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Vesge.
Vegs. Like
Oh, so you're
veggies.
gonna reorder. See, I would put mine. I would spell GASE. So gase. Like your data is so gase.
That
Might
sounds
be
almost.
beepable.
I was about to say that's like a
I think you
tangential
just
to a
offended people.
small hate crime, which is cool.
I hope you're listening,
All right.
MSCI, because this is what you
Tangential
lost.
to a small hate crime.
This is what you lost, MSCI. That's all.
Love
All
a good
right,
small
here-
hate crime.
Are our answers? Here's person number 1.
P.
P.
Philanthropy.
I like that. That's a good answer. Philanthropy.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
what they're what's coming back out, like what they're giving back out. It's like
Yeah, I like that.
stakeholder central.
Yeah.
Stakeholder.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, and person number 2.
I would say F for financial.
That's classic.
know,
That's a
classic.
classic.
Yeah, that's
answer.
classic.
She went classic.
All right,
Now,
good.
how
I
quickly
like
did these
ours
people? How quickly do they answer these questions?
Quick,
I mean,
quick!
Wow.
I have to say,
better. Wow.
no. The
I'm,
The
why
voice
is this my
recording-
favorite thing ever. Yeah.
for all 7 questions, all I think 8 questions, 9 questions, they answered it in under 5 minutes each. Like the whole thing, beginning to end, for each of them was under 5 minutes. It was
Good
pretty
for
impressive,
them. Smarter than we are.
right?
We
Yeah.
spent all morning thinking about this.
All right, number 4. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt if you were not working in ESG? I'm very interested for the answers to this question for you too.
I'm gonna stick with an old classic for me and say left fielder for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I want to play in front of the wall, and
so
I
we're
want.
not thinking realistic in these answers.
Oh,
Apparently
I don't.
not.
Is this realistic? What I'm
Apparently
doing now? We are trying to do like a kind of a humor-based
That's fair.
ESG business news. This is realistic. This
That's
company.
fair enough.
We have W-2s now. How is this possible? What are we up to? What are we doing?
You have W-2s.
But what's happening?
I would I would open a coffee shop that sold comic books. That's what I would do.
That is a
That sounds
very Matt
nice.
Muscardi answer. Yeah, Damien
Couches?
might actually
I'd
show
hang
up to
out
work
there.
if you hired him.
I wouldn't
know.
work. I'd
I
hang
know.
out and I'd talk.
you would sit there and annoy the customers.
Yeah, I would do that.
It would be his dream. All right,
Yeah.
here is the answer from person number 1.
Work with kids.
Oh, love that.
Man, I'm like,
You're killing it. You're killing it.
easy.
These are. I
Give me
told
the-
you
give
they
me the
were
hard
easy.
ones.
I had to include the postscript of that because it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
'Cause he is. He's
Well, I
killing
gotta
it.
say, you might become the new favorite person at these conferences because I think a lot of these people are on edge that they always have to sound so brilliant all the time. But really, you can just be a person.
Yeah.
And still
It's
save the
shocking
world.
that you can be
Yeah.
a person.
It really
Yeah.
is. And here's person number 2.
I really am not working in the pure ESG space, so it would be fintech.
She's
FinTech.
basically sticking around.
Okay.
All right.
she's
Number
doubling down.
5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your least favorite industry buzzword? Matt, Damien, I know you have opinions on this.
Oh man.
I'll go first so you can think, Matt, because it's one I came across today, which I hated, and this was
Today?
Goldman Sachs used in reference to Jamie Dimon's very unique and special reward, which is that it reflects the unique inflection point in Mr. Dimon's tenure. I don't like that inflection point. I don't like that
Yeah,
buzzword.
I don't like that either. But I'm gonna go deep industry, like stick within ESG and say net zero.
That's a good one
Like-
because that's
like,
yeah.
Just stop it. Just stop it. You're not
You
net
know-
anything.
I will say why that term is especially horrible is that it seems to be referencing something that is real, right? Like
that's
like
what
that,
I hate about it.
Yeah, like you can bottom out into a zero, and that's mathematically conceivable and provable, and yet I have no
Not at
idea
all.
how that can be
Not
done
even-
or
not
proved
even
or
a
what
little
it
bit.
means
It's
or anything
great
about it.
marketing and terrible
Yeah,
reality.
you're right. Good one.
What
Matt
did they
wins
say?
that
What
one.
did they say? What did they say?
They said, here's person number 1.
Aggregate.
Okay.
Ooh,
See, I'm
aggregate.
thinking like him. He just
Yeah.
get annoyed by verbs and adjectives and stuff like that, like me. Yeah, I like it.
All right. And person number 2.
Oh God, I hate the word tipping point, but I've heard it more in finance, inflection and tipping point.
Wow,
Whoa!
Damien wins it.
What
Wow.
the hell? I'm so
Inflection,
excited.
Yeah. You are.
Yep.
That's the most excited I've ever seen you on a
Yeah,
show.
damn.
2 years.
Told you I loved her.
2 years. All right, next.
All right.
get
Next question. If you were to describe your industry or profession to a friend, what would they say?
Oh.
Would they be able to explain it?
Oh.
Matt, I'm gonna actually specify this question for the two of you, because you guys are annoying and talk about ESG to anyone who will listen. So I'm gonna narrow
Not
this
true.
for a bit. If you were to ask your children what you do,
Yeah.
what would your
Oh.
children say you do?
Well, I've done this before. So my oldest, when she was like 3 or 4, once described what I do as using charts to save trees.
That's
That's
nice.
how she-
Whoa, that's pretty good.
That's how she
Yeah.
described it.
Mine would say, I guess, I think the default category now, after years of confusion, was that he makes podcasts, because I think they've given up on the subject matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't even talk about the content.
No, I think they've
That's
given up on
funny.
that. I think everyone has. Although I gotta say, my wife did forward me a ESG adjacent article today, so I think she's starting to understand what we're talking about.
She's only been with you for the
I know.
entire.
Believe me,
20
I don't
years
blame
of your
anyone. I don't blame
ESG
anyone.
Industry history.
Yeah.
All right, what did they say?
Here's person number 1.
My friends don't know what the hell I do.
That's a perfect answer. Too.
No, honestly, they would say Kilrain works with banks.
With banks.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Works with
Don't
banks,
tell my
yeah.
friends anything.
At least my answer, if I were at the conference to you, would have been, I don't have friends. So
Mhm.
that would have been.
Can I just say as a side note here, Emma, you're good at this. I like
Thank
what you're
you.
doing there. You're
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Stop
like it.
showering
And-
with praise.
No,
don't
I
want to
really,
listen
I'm
to it.
enjoying. I want to hear her. I could listen to her and Kilray. What's his name?
Kilrain.
Well,
I
that's
could
so
hear
much for
them-
person 1.
I would. Oh, sorry. I would like to hear them. I would just like to sit and hear them have coffee together. It was enjoyable. Yeah.
And here's person 2.
They would probably say it's hogwash.
Hogwash.
Yeah.
I got that. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
She
that.
hangs. Her best friend is Elon Musk, though.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
true.
All right, we're closing in here.
Yeah.
Second to last question for you. What is a common misconception about ESG that you encounter / would like to correct?
Oh.
Hey,
I'm sorry,
How
this-
much time do you have?
I will say.
You
I'll
have-
answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'll say that. Yeah, that it's like a political tool or something like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, it's
like
good. I would say it doesn't solve for something. It's an
Mm.
organizational principle.
All right, here's person number 1.
That it's only for certain industries, and it's not something that every industry can undertake. Meaning that,
like that.
you could have oil and gas, you could have all these other companies that are spewing out carbon, but companies that are associated with that think that they're not part of that problem. But the problem is that when they invest money and they put time in their own resources in that, they're essentially kind of, assisting that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's an important point. Actually, it
was way too thoughtful.
It attempts to be it attempts to be universal, and people should remember that. That's
Tell
why I
person
think that's why
one-
they get caught up in hating the ratings.
Just tell person 1 to dial it back. Stop thinking. So
All
much.
right. Well, here's person number 2, I think,
Yeah.
who does just that.
That
Yeah.
is hogwash, I think. I think people don't realize that. I mean, it's a bit like women voting, but many, many years ago. You know, they thought it was unnecessary, and then women coming into the workforce was so important. ESG is a bit like that. It's a bit like what's a luxury in a developed country. No, what is a necessity in a developed country is a luxury in an underdeveloped country. I come from India. But then as income increases, education increases, people's expectations increase. And I think with education, people's expectations of ESG will increase and improve.
Yeah.
Another thoughtful answer.
Yeah, I know. This is a lot of thinking. I mean, mine was literally like the stupidest thing you could say in comparison.
Okay. And speaking of stupid, the last question is
how
very
dare you.
amenable
Stop. Yeah.
to stupid.
Stop
The
it.
last question is, if ESG was an ice cream flavor, what ice cream flavor would it be? And for this question, we only have one response because we were tragically cut off by some stupid panel or whatever with person number 2. So
I'm going to go first in this one. I think it's, my answer is kind of multi-layered here, so bear with me. I'm going to go pistachio. So wait for it. Because it alludes to something like intelligent, right? Because it's just like, there's something about pistachios that just seems a little bit elevated and lofty.
I think that if you eat pistachio ice cream, you're the stupidest person alive.
Okay, let me keep talking. It also alludes to pistachio. You know, comes from Italy. It's an ingredient Italians love to use. So it has a Euro feel to it. And ESG, Europe being an early adopter of ESG, and also my third reason is that you feel like it's something you're gonna love because it just seems highbrow and gourmet and wonderful. Because I love snacking on pistachios, but then when you eat the ice cream, it's kind of a letdown. That's my answer.
Whoa.
Come on, Matt. Come on. What?
My answer is vanilla, but it's like you take vanilla ice cream, which is a simple concept, this is data, and then you layer on gummy bears and sprinkles and walnuts and chocolate sauce and cherries and cherry sauce.
You're cheating, though. He's cheating a little bit.
And you turn it into this mushy pile of everything that tastes like nothing. So that is my answer. What is the right answer?
This is genuinely the correct answer. I 100% believe that person number 1 answered this question correctly, despite there not being a correct answer. Ready?
This is easy.
Really?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but is it not Napoleon?
Napoleon?
Yes.
Why Napoleon? Oh, because it's the
Three flavors.
That's
Hey.
probably going to be the best answer we get
Chocolate,
all day.
strawberry, and freaking vanilla.
No.
He took the easy way out, but he does win. He does win.
He wins, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
Do we have this?
Winners,
wait, before you get to that, do you have him? Do you have his contact information?
I do.
We gotta invite him back to
show.
something.
I know, right?
I love that guy.
We love person number 1.
Yeah.
And person number 2.
and
Thank you,
two,
person number
and
2.
two.
Sorry, person number
Thank you
2.
both. But speaking of winners, here is your short winner scorecard for today to round out the show. Damien covered JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, got a rebuke on his $52 million bonus. The winner is Jamie Dimon because he did not offend his board. Do you remember last year when they said he should cut his pay? But he said he wouldn't because it would offend his board. So he managed to cut his pay without offending his board.
Yes.
Story number 2 is Twitter loses 3 more top executives with the Elon Musk drama. The winner here is Mark Zuckerberg.
Whoa.
We don't talk about that guy ever anymore.
No,
The
he's
winner
irrelevant.
is me, Matt, because I introduced this concept like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Come on, get with the show.
Stop it. Number 3, California court declares law requiring women on boards unconstitutional. The winner in that story is Bobby Kotick because
true.
Activision Blizzard failed to meet this standard of having 3 women of its 11 on the board because they said they got confused by the Microsoft merger.
Do you think they're
going
to give up? You think they're going to give up and not look anymore?
Shrug and they're like, oh, well, it worked. The 4th story was U.S. soccer and top players agree to guarantee equal pay. The winner here is unions. Because why have sports figured out collective bargaining, but no one else has?
Great question.
The most socialist system in this country is sports leagues, and they all collectively bargain. So they've figured it out. The number 5 story was women to be offered 3-day menstrual leave and work for European first. The winner is actually men.
Why?
Because this will galvanize the men are discriminated against movement in Europe. Now they have something to point to. Watch for that.
Well, this is like the anti-woke movement. Like anything you do for progress there's going to be an equal
step back.
amount of backlash. Yeah.
That is correct. The next story was 70 Starbucks locations have now voted to unionize. I think this is an easy winner. Holocaust blankets clearly win this one.
Are you allowed to talk about that? Are you? I don't know.
I just did. Howard Schultz
Are you Howard
did.
Schultz?
Yes. The next story was Abbott reaches agreement with FDA to reopen baby formula plant. The winner here is bacteria.
Wait, why?
Because the plant that was closed because of a bacterial contamination is now reopened, and the bacteria can thrive again. Everybody.
Isn't it funny how that there's a bacterial contamination at Abbott, too much bacteria, right? And that's like closing down a plant. And then there's at Target and Walmart, they're complaining of too many workers, and that's
that is weird.
Bacteria
I see what you're
workes.
doing there. You just,
yeah,
I, see what
I
you did
tried.
there.
I tried.
And
Okay,
and then
that's enough.
ESG, S&P, Sustainable One, Global Conference, Pop Quiz. Winner
Yeah, who's the winner?
was Summits, because everything is
No.
better as a summit. That's
No,
it.
wrong.
That's all we've
No.
got. That is true. That is Damian Rawlis and Emma Lurking. I'm Matt Moscardi. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got some wacky CEO news amongst other things, and we'll bring it to you then. Good.